Well, smack my arse and call me the whale hunter because we've got some. No, we haven't. But it is a little bit of a hyped beer, and it's one that I have been searching for a little while now. Because as some of you guys know, in the UK, there's been a bit of a surge in supermarket activity in terms of craft beer. More specifically, Tesco, although Asda's been getting a lot of Visit Bad Company beers coming in. Brewdog's range has grown slightly. There's a few more additions to the American imports, which are pretty much mainly brewed in the UK. But in Tesco, Vocation have been making a few waves as well as some other breweries, and I have actually reviewed a couple of beers that I've sort of like riding on the coattails of this like wave of beer, making its way to supermarkets. Stuff like Camden's Tropical Lager, and I think there are over a couple. I made this bold statement and then I can't back it up. I'm just a piece of shit, obviously. But anyway, so I was in Wigan because I needed to get a special beer for an upcoming milestone video. So, of course, popped into Northern Beer Temple, spent considerably more than I was expecting to. All my fault, of course, because I have no self-control. And then I thought, do you know what? I'll quickly pop into Tesco's. I can at least get myself something easy for my lunch or something for my tea when I come home. Ended up getting some crisps because I'm a fat boy from the north. I like my crisps. And lo and behold, a few of the beers that I was really interested in trying have magically appeared. So, today we're having a look at the Love and Hate New England Pale Ale from Vocation Brewery in a 440ml can at 7.2%. Would that not be classed as like an extra pale ale or an IPA? I'm not too sure. Maybe they're just terms that people throw around too willy-nilly. I know I sound like Jonathan Ross then. But so a lot of people have been hyping this one up. I also got the collaboration they did with Yeasty Boys, which was the Breakfast Club, which is, you might actually, you can see it there on the shelf, which is the blueberry and waffle stout, which just sounds c'est magnifique. But yeah, a load of people have been really praising this. I think there are a few full pure beers have appeared as well, including like a Brut IPA in supermarkets. Although, can we stop with Brut IPAs? It's just not my thing. And what the hell is going on with my hair today? That is a very strange hairstyle, but at least it is somewhat styled and not just a massive blob on my head, like it usually is. But, so Love and Hate New England Pale Ale. Loads of people have been saying loads of good things about this, including good friends of mine who have also had very high opinions of it. And I think this was £3 a can for 440ml. I was tempted to buy a few cans just so I could have some in the fridge, but yeah, after what I'd spent, I was like, no, need to rein it in a bit. So I got this, I got the stout, and then I got a strawberry milkshake IPA from Thornbridge and who's that? 4Pure again. So 4Pure are making a big presence. I mean, they had Juice Box and Easy Peeler, and I was like, I should have just come here because I could have got some really good beers. But no, I like to support local businesses, and Northern Beer Temple is my favourite bottle shop. So, although I have moments of no self-control, at least it's what's the word that I'm looking for? It's a conscientious decision or lack of control. But anyway, can we talk about the beer, please? So yeah. Traditionalists love beer that's crystal clear with restrained hops and a delicate flavour. They're going to hate this. Love and Hate is our juicy, crushable, unapologetically murky New England Pale Ale. An authentic Vermont yeast strain and a big dose of oats work together with our triple dry hopping process to create brutal beautiful aromas and a silky mouth feel. Why did I struggle on silky mouthfeel? I don't know why. But when you really say that, you could take that completely out of context. I just realised I was off camera then. Blowjob cam. But yeah, anyway, what is going on? God, my hair looks even worse when you get close up. It's like this part should be here, but it's stopped going over. It just keeps bouncing back, and now I've got this sort of like weird alt-right fuck boy. That's what I was trying to say. Look. But yeah, so unconventional, uncompromising, we love it. And apologies if you saw food in between my teeth. Just had a couple of Greg's steak slices for my tea. So yeast is Vermont, hops are Citra and Galaxy, and the malts are Super Pale Malt and Oats. And yeah, let's see what the date is on this. Canned on the 10th of October, so that's pretty damn fresh. I think that's the freshest supermarket beer I've ever had. And the best before date is April 2019. So yeah, got some fresh tall boy craft from the supermarkets. What a world we live in. Definitely should have picked up a few cans now, he says, without even tasting it. But yeah, apparently this is comparable to some of the big boys out there. And we're definitely off to a good start. Look at that. Absolutely fantastic. So there's a risk that this might be too fresh, but we shall see. But yeah, look at that. A little bit bolder. It's as if the contrast is turned up when I'm looking at it on screen. It might look different on a computer screen, but on the screen on my phone, that looks a bit bolder. But this is, it's a really quite pale sort of peach Melba look to it. Almost to the point where there's like a subtle grey hue, if that makes sense. But yeah, that is dense as hell. You can't see through that at all. It almost looks like a caramel boiled sweet in terms of its colour. But yeah, or just like really pure prime mango, peach, pineapple, all mixed together. But yeah, it's definitely got that breakfast juice look to it. Very turbid on that chicken stock level. But yeah, doesn't that look absolutely wonderful? And it looks really nice on camera as well. So yeah, off to a great start. No head at all with that pour. So let's give it a bit of a swirl. Give it a sniff. Oh, hello. That is smelling really good. That is lovely. It's not too harsh, it's not slapping you around the face. It's not overly promising anything, which I find a lot of the New England style pales and IPAs tend to do. But yeah, bags full of Citra in this. Lovely lemony tones. It's got that, like, it's got a real dankness to it on the savoury side of things, like onion, garlic. But yeah, there you get big tropical mango, papaya. Loads of lychee in there as well. You don't really tend to smell lychees in IPAs nowadays. That's a tasting note that I've not heard people reference for a long time. And it's just reignited it, so I might be saying lychee a lot in my reviews because I had a sour lychee IPA from Wonder Beyond recently, where you definitely got it, and I'm picking it up in this as well. Oh yeah, that smells good. That smells really good. So anyway, we're off to an absolutely cracking start, and if this is tastes as good as it smells, then we could be on to a £3 bargain. So let's give it a taste. Cheers. Oh. First thing that I notice, and bonus points, it's really not that sweet, or not too sweet. The citrus character cuts through this sort of like soft, cloudy peach and mango flavour. A lovely upper end of medium mouthfeel, or yeah, upper end medium. No, that's really understating the feel. It's not a heavy beer, but it does have a really nice, luxurious texture in the mouth. See, for me, that citra hop is just singing in this beer, and it's absolutely wonderful. It's very citrus forward, I would say. And there's a really big bitterness, which I really enjoy, right on the back end. Does it have the IBU count? No, but apparently it's 3.3 UK units. So, cheat day beer. If you're one of those crazy people who likes to actually work out. Designed by robotfood.com. And yeah, the artwork is absolutely wonderful. Yeah, we're onto a winner here, especially for that price. And do you know what? I've had beers from some of the more established sort of breweries doing these beers, where you're paying 2-3 times more than what you've paid for this. And for what you're getting. See, I was always in my mind, if they're producing something like this at such high volumes for it to be a regular thing in a supermarket, then yeah, there is that potential, much like the Brewdogs were, to make sure that they're not losing money per can. They have to like do cutbacks, that sort of thing. I'm sounding like I know what I'm talking about, which I don't. I've got to say, it's not drinking like a 7.2% beer. No way. Not on this world. I'd say it's like 5 to 5.5. If you were to like give it to me blind. But yeah, a little bit oily. It's not as dank as it was on the nose, but it still has that slight savoury, oniony, garlicky flavour, which is really nice. It offsets that subtle sweetness. It's the fact that it's not too sweet and it's actually bitter on the back end, which genuinely astounded me. And it works so well in its favour. Plus, it's absolutely utilising that citra hop, and citra is one of my favourite hops. But yeah, it's definitely living up to the hype. I personally think if I'd have enjoyed this a week or two later, let it just settle down, because there is a little bit of greenness there, which is, it's amazing. You'd never think you'd have a New England IPA that's too fresh in a supermarket for £3. Right, what timeline is this? But yeah, it's fantastic. It really, really is, and I can definitely see why it's getting all the hype it has been. And yeah, as I was saying, for the price, and not just using that as a promotional way, because that actually is, when you focus too much on the price, you're actually taken away from the quality of the beer, I think, overall. Because if they were to charge £2 extra for that in a bottle shop, that bukkake then. If they were to put like an extra £2 and charge that in the bottle shop, you would happily pay it, and you would go back again to get another can. But yeah, just on the quality and flavours compared to some of the more established New England IPAs, forgetting the price, it is definitely a contender. It really, really is. The only thing that's stopping this from getting a full 10 out of 10 for me personally is I think it is just maybe a little bit too fresh. So now I am thinking that I should have picked up another can. But for £3, next time in Tesco's, I'm getting like a creative easy peeler, I'm getting a creative juice box, and then I'm getting a crate of this, because that's just a fantastic beer just to have in the fridge. And it just shows you how far we have come with craft beer. So yeah, absolutely wonderful. If it's being stocked at your local Tesco's, do yourselves a favour, pick it up, because it's absolutely fantastic. It really, really is. And yeah, do you know what? Using the freshness as a bullshit factor, because that's the only thing that's stopping it, and that's not down to the brewing. That's just down to me being, because I'm buying it the day that I bought it. So yeah, it's a 10 out of 10. I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10 because I've paid much more, and I'm getting just as good of an experience as some of the best of this style that I've had this year. That's terrific. It really, really is. It's like this subtle fruity tartness to it as well, which I really like. It's oozing with character. Anyway, I've waffled on for way too long, made too many pointless sexual references in this video. My hair is an absolute joke. I'm an absolute joke, but I'm glad that you all come back and enable me. Because that's what you're essentially doing. You're enabling me. And I need to separate myself from people like you if I want to continue. But I don't want to, because I'm enjoying these beers. I enjoy the company. But yeah, so if you've tried it, let me know your thoughts, opinions down below. Links to the brewery are down there. Not had too many beers from these guys, and I don't know why. I know why, because they're so easily accessible. It's like, well, I'll get that next time. Oh, this is a new beer from a brewery, so I'll go for that. And then it's like, no, I'll get that next time. You know how it is. Anyway, so on that note, I'm going to end it there, because we're nearly at 18 minutes. So, yeah, quite a few of my friends and fellow beer tubers have reviewed this, so I'll put their links down below. As I said, check out your local Tesco's. Pick it up while it's still hot. And, yeah, if you have tried it, let me know your thoughts and opinions. So, thank you for watching, and hopefully you will come back again and enable me for another beer. Thank you, and yes, clearly not wearing pants. That's a trade secret of being a beer tuber. Nobody wears pants when they do beer reviews. Nobody. Just remember that. See you guys later, and you all take care.